I'm Nyesha McCauley, and you're watching AccessTV.org.
Good evening. This is Russell Williams with AccessTV.org, and we're here this evening at the Greater Hartford NAACP's annual Freedom Fund event. And we have with us tonight's keynote speaker, a real stalwart in the civil rights community, the Vice Chairman of the National Board, Mr. Leon Russell. I have personally witnessed Mr. Russell's commitment and conviction to civil rights and the civil rights community, and all of the work that he's done in the civil rights arena. They have chosen, in my opinion, one of the best to bring the message this evening, and we're honored that he take a moment to share with us on AccessTV.org why the NAACP is still very relevant to this city, to this state, and to this country, and especially during this time.
Thank you, Russell. It's good to be here in Hartford. Why are we relevant?
Yeah.
All you have to do is look around, listen to the news. You have a Congress that has basically started a war on poor folks, eliminating part of the food stamp program, eliminating millions from getting health care, or at least attempting to. How many times have they tried to do away with the Affordable Care Act? That's about poor people.
Yeah.
That's about people who can't afford insurance, about people who could get sick, go broke, be bankrupt tomorrow. Why do we need an NAACP? Because we have jails full of black young men and getting fuller of black young women. So why do we need it? Police brutality. Why do we need it? The whole issue of racial profiling, which is alive and well in this nation. And the Supreme Court told us we were needed back at the end of June when they said, you need to go back and fight this voting rights battle again, because we believe that there is no discrimination. And you and I know that that's not true.
Absolutely.
We know from just a year ago that they did everything they could to dissuade us, to convince us that we shouldn't vote, to make it harder to vote, to do away with the time limits for voting, all kinds of things. So why are we needed? We're needed because our community has to have an advocate. Whether it's Hartford, whether it's Bridgeport, whether it's Tampa, Florida, we have to have an advocate for our civil rights. The NAACP has been that advocate for 104 years. And it looks like we've got 104 years more work to do.
Well, I certainly hope that the NAACP continues to raise its voice and to be the voice of consciousness within the black community especially. But I think America and this community needs to also know how important the NAACP's functions are, and that folks like yourself continue to pave the way and to be the example for those folks who are looking for why the NAACP needs to continue to be the voice of the community.
I agree with you. I think that it's incumbent on us to reach out, to bring people in, because some of us won't be around all that long. So we've got to have people to take up the fight, to continue to be vigilant, to be out there looking at what legislators are doing, looking at what's going on in our public education system, making sure that our people are getting a fair shake, that they're getting what we ask for, which is equality, equity, in all facets of public life in this country.
Well, we're anxious to hear your speech this evening. We know you have something that will certainly encourage us and that will continue to make our hope strong and steadfast. And so we're glad that you made your way to Hartford this evening, and that you decided to spend a few hours with us in our community and let us know how important Hartford itself is to the NAACP.
I'm going to try to do my best to do that.
Thank you so very much for your time, Mr. Russell. Keep on keeping on, and we certainly appreciate you taking the time to see.
Thank you, and thank your viewers.